What if I told you Cristiano Ronaldo was actually named after a US president, or that he wasn't just a bully growing up, he was even worse? These are 101 facts about Ronaldo. And since you're probably watching this on YouTube, let's start with something wild. Cristiano Ronaldo's new channel, UR, just shattered YouTube records.
Hi New York, I have the most exciting news to share with you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
10 million subscribers in less than 12 hours. But hold up, that's not even the craziest part. This channel hit 1 million subscribers in just 90 minutes. That's officially the fastest any new channel has ever reached that milestone. My guy's influence is just on another level. And let's be real, a lot of you probably don't even know his full name. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. Yeah, I know, sounds fancy as hell. But here's the real kicker. He didn't just randomly get the name Ronaldo. His dad actually named him after Ronald Reagan. Yeah, the actor turned US president. Apparently, that was his dad's favorite actor. And years later, Ronaldo would end up doing the exact same thing, naming his son after himself. Just slap the junior on the end. But listen, growing up, Ronaldo had it rough. My man had no toys as a kid. I mean, imagine that. No action figures, no football, nothing. That's because his family wasn't exactly living large. His mom was a cook, and his dad, just a kit man at a local club. Oh, and let's not forget, Ronaldo was the last born. And you know how last born kids are. Spoiled, reckless, always getting away with stuff. And yeah, Ronaldo, no different. Believe it or not, he threw a chair at his teacher. A whole chair. Not only did he get suspended, but they straight up expelled him from school. And when they asked him why, this kid had the nerve to say it was because his teacher disrespected him. I mean, the audacity. But hey, not everything was bad. By the time he was 10, his parents had seen enough and decided to channel all that energy into football. His dad, working at a local club, got him enrolled in Andorinha. He played there for 3 years, then moved to Nacional for another 2. Then came the real moment. At just 12 years old, Ronaldo was so damn good that when he went for a trial at Sporting, they actually paid £1,500 for him. Okay, you gotta understand how crazy that is. Most kids have to beg just to get a shot, and this dude, he was getting paid just to show up. But here's what you might not know. Ronaldo might not even be where he is today, if not for one guy. So Ronaldo and his best friend Albert were playing in the finals for an under-18 championship, and only one top scorer would get picked. It was already getting tense. Albert scored first, putting him ahead. Then Ronaldo tied it up, and then Albert got a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Now, most people would have taken the shot themselves. I mean, I definitely would have. But Albert? Nah, he passed the ball to Ronaldo, who scored and got selected. And Ronaldo? He never forgot that moment. By the time he was 16, he had already made it into Sporting's first team. But that's not even the most insane part. Get this, Ronaldo became the first player in Sporting history to play for the under-16, under-17, under-18, the B team, and the first team, all in one season. One season. And of course, when he made his Primera Liga debut, he did what he does best, scored a brace. Like, what else would you expect? And before you knew it, top clubs were lined up, fighting to sign him. But not just any clubs. Liverpool, Arsenal, Barcelona, and even the biggest dog of them all, Real Madrid. Now, I know you caught that. I didn't mention Manchester United at first, and there's a reason for that. You see, they weren't even in the race for Ronaldo. At least, not until one game changed everything. Sporting played a friendly against Manchester United, and Ronaldo put on such a ridiculous performance that Sir Alex Ferguson couldn't even wait for the final whistle. Halftime, my man marched straight into the director's room and told Martin Edwards, sign him right now. And it wasn't just Ferguson. Every single Manchester United player that night was thinking the exact same thing. But there was one problem. Real Madrid was already lurking, and they had the biggest bag on the table. They were the highest bidders, ready to snatch him up. But Ferguson? Yeah, he wasn't about to let that happen. So what did he do? He threw an extra million on top just to make sure Ronaldo landed in Manchester. Yeah, that's how serious he was. Now, back then, when a young player joined a club like United, they usually got some random squad number. Maybe 30, 25, something chill. But not Ronaldo. His first number, the legendary 7. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, cool, it's just a number. But nah, that number carried weight. We're talking about a number worn by club icons. Eric Cantona, George Best, David Beckham, legends. And here's the crazy part, Ronaldo didn't even want it. He actually wanted 28, but Ferguson wasn't having it. He made sure Ronaldo took that 7, and look how that turned out. Now, when you think of the number 7, only one name comes to mind: Cristiano Ronaldo. And let's talk about that transfer fee real quick. £12.24 million. That made him the most expensive teenager in English football at the time. And not just that, he also became the first ever Portuguese player to wear the Manchester United badge. The fans? Oh, they were hyped. So hyped that they did something you almost never see. They gave him a standing ovation on his debut. A standing ovation for an 18-year-old kid who hadn't even had a full season yet. And Ronaldo made sure they enjoyed that. His first goal for Manchester United? Nah, it wasn't some easy tap-in, and it wasn't a basic header either. His first goal? A free kick against Portsmouth? Yeah, that's how you introduce yourself. And he didn't stop there. The same year he joined United, he got his first call-up for Portugal at just 18. And if that's not wild enough, by the next season, he was already making the UEFA team of the tournament. Then, in 2005, he went on to score Manchester United's 1,000th Premier League goal. Man, imagine being a young kid, barely out of your teens, and the whole world is already watching your every move. That kind of pressure, it could break anybody. But luckily for Ronaldo, he had Sir Alex Ferguson in his corner. That man wasn't just a coach, he was a mentor, a father figure, the type of leader who makes or breaks careers. And for Ronaldo, he made him. But let's keep it real. Just because you play on the same team doesn't mean you're gonna be besties with everyone. And Ronaldo? Yeah, he had serious beef with Ruud van Nistelrooy. It got so heated that Van Nistelrooy straight up told him to go cry to his daddy. And that cut deep, real deep, because Ronaldo's father just passed away from liver cancer. Imagine the pain, the frustration. The moment could have shattered him. Then came the 2006 World Cup, and if Ronaldo thought he'd get a break, life had other plans. He got tangled up in a controversial moment with his Manchester United teammate Wayne Rooney. Long story short, Rooney got sent off, and as he walked off the pitch, Ronaldo hit him with a cheeky wink. Now, the English media? Oh, they lost their minds. My guy was getting dragged on every TV channel, every newspaper. They painted him as the villain, the traitor, public enemy number 1. I mean, it got so bad that Ronaldo wanted out. He straight up asked for a transfer. But Ferguson? He wasn't about to let his golden boy go that easy. And guess what? That same year, despite all the drama, Ronaldo still went crazy on the pitch. He scored his first ever World Cup goal. And by November and December, he was on fire, winning Premier League Player of the Month back-to-back. Only the third player in history to pull that off. But here's the thing. While Ferguson was the mastermind behind Ronaldo's rise, he wasn't the only one working behind the scenes. Enter René Molenstein, the unsung hero. This man took Ronaldo under his wing, ran one-on-one sessions with him, and completely changed his game. He taught him how to be unpredictable, how to demand the ball, how to stop waiting for the perfect moment, and just go for it. And that training, it turned him into a machine. Now, for those who don't know, Ronaldo was born on February 5th, 1985. But you see, February 6, 2007, that day would mean even more to him. That was the first time he'd ever captained Portugal, leading them in a game against Brazil. A few months later, boom, he scored his first ever Champions League goal in the quarterfinals. And that was just the beginning of the accolades rolling in. By the end of the season, Ronaldo had racked up every major award you can think of. PFA Players Player, Fans' Player, Young Player of the Year, and the Football Writers Association's Footballer of the Year. First player to sweep all four in one go. And the best part? By the end of 2007, Ronaldo was so good, he was runner-up to Kaká for the Ballon d'Or and finished third for FIFA World Player of the Year. But if you thought that was the peak, you clearly don't know Ronaldo. The next season, he went full beast mode. In 2007-08, he dropped 42 goals, his best season in England. And guess who he scored his first goal of the season against? Yup, his old club, Sporting. Out of those 42 goals, one was his first ever hat trick for Manchester United, coming against Newcastle. Funny thing is, that was his only hat trick for United. Crazy, right? Especially when you realize this man doesn't only just have over 60 hat tricks now. Then came March 19th, 2008, another milestone. Ronaldo captained Manchester United for the first time and didn't just wear the armband, he delivered. He scored both goals that won the game. And that second goal, his 33rd of the season, breaking a record set by George Best, another United legend who rocked the number 7 jersey. Ronaldo had just set a new club record for most goals by a midfielder in a single season. By the end of the Premier League season, Ronaldo had bagged 31 league goals, winning both the Golden Boot and the European Golden Shoe, making him the first winger in history to take home that award. But he wasn't just collecting personal trophies, he was leading United to victory. That season, they won both the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. And Ronaldo? He was the top scorer in the tournament, earning him the title of UEFA Club Footballer of the Year. And just like that, in 2008, Ronaldo was officially named the permanent captain of the Portugal national team. But here's the crazy part. After all that success, that man actually wanted to leave Manchester United for Real Madrid in 2008. Yeah, for real. But United wasn't about to let that happen without a fight. They even went as far as filing a complaint to FIFA, accusing Madrid of trying to snatch their star boy. FIFA shut that down real quick. But you know who really put his foot down? Sir Alex Ferguson. And when I say Ferguson wasn't playing, I mean it. My guy literally said he'd rather shoot Ronaldo than let him leave that season. Shoot! Yeah, that's how serious it was. But he did give Ronaldo his word. One more season, and then he could go. So, Ronaldo stayed. And you already know he wasn't about to take his foot off the gas. Early in the 2008-09 season, he hit 100 goals for United across all competitions. And to make it even crazier, that meant he had now scored against every single team in the Premier League at the time. That man was a walking nightmare for defenders. And by the end of the year 2008, Ballon d'Or. First United player since George Best to win it. Oh, but that's not all. He also became the first Premier League player ever to be named FIFA World Player of the Year. And if that wasn't enough, he went and bagged the very first Puskas Award for that absolute screamer against Porto from 40 yards out. But every story has an ending, and Ronaldo's time in England wrapped up in style. He left as a serial winner with 9 trophies to his name. United even made it a three-peat in the Premier League before he bounced. And here's a little poetic touch for you. His first and last goals for Manchester United? Both free kicks. Yeah, talk about a full circle moment. So yeah, you already know Real Madrid wasn't just gonna sit back and watch. When they came for him in 2009, they came hard. They dropped a world record 94 million euros to snatch him up. And Madrid fans? Different breed. I mean, they weren't just excited, they packed the Santiago Bernabeu. I mean, we're talking about 80,000 people showing up just to watch him hold up the jersey. That's a whole stadium full of hype, breaking Maradona's previous record of 75,000 at Napoli. And Ronaldo? Man wasted zero time proving he was worth every penny. He scored in each of his first 4 games, becoming the first Madrid player ever to do that. And when it came to his first Champions League goal in a Madrid shirt, oh, he made sure it was a statement. Not 1, but 2 free kick goals in his debut. Talk about pulling up in style. Then, just a season later, he did what nobody had done before: 40 goals in La Liga. Fast forward to the end of the season, and boom, Pichichi Trophy for top scorer. But he wasn't done yet. He also grabbed the European Golden Shoe, becoming the first player to win it in 2 different leagues. His total tally? 53 goals in all competitions. And here's where it gets even crazier. Ronaldo donated that European Golden Shoe, which sold for 1.5 million euros, and used the money to fund schools for children in Gaza. But guess what? Next season, he smashed his own record and dropped 60 goals in all competitions. And yeah, with numbers like that, of course he helped Real Madrid secure the 2011-12 La Liga title with a record-breaking 100 points. Speaking of 100, my guy was making history left and right. In just his 3rd season, he hit his 100th La Liga goal in just 92 matches, faster than anyone ever, breaking Ferenc Puskás' record. And if that wasn't enough, he went ahead and became the first player to score against all 19 La Liga teams in a single season. Insane. And by 2013, Ronaldo had another badge of honor. He captained Real Madrid for the first time. And get this, on January 30th, 2013, he did something that hadn't even been done in 60 years. He became the first non-Spanish player to captain Real Madrid in El Clásico. By the time Ronaldo hit his 197th game for Real Madrid, my guy had already racked up 200 goals. 200 goals. That's basically a goal per game. Who even does that? And when it came to the 2012-13 Champions League, Ronaldo wasn't just playing. He was out there bulldozing defenses. 12 goals in the tournament, and just like that, he was the Champions League top scorer for the 2nd time in his career. At this point, it was his competition, and everyone else was just a guest. Of course, with a performance like that, he was a lock for the 2012 UEFA Euro team of the tournament. And he didn't just dominate for Madrid, he carried that same goal-scoring madness to the international stage. September 6, 2013. Remember that date, because that's when he went ballistic, scoring his first ever hat-trick for Portugal against Northern Ireland. Then, to close out 2013, Ronaldo dropped 69 goals in 59 games, his highest year-end tally ever. 69 goals. That's a ridiculous number, and there was no way he wasn't getting that Ballon d'Or. So yeah, he secured his 2nd one that year. By now, Madrid knew they had a one-of-a-kind machine on their hands, and they weren't about to let him slip away. So what did they do? They secured the bag. At the start of the 2013-14 season, they threw 17 million euros per year at him, making him the highest paid footballer in the world. And honestly, every penny was worth it, because by the end of that season, Ronaldo had won it all. He led Madrid to La Décima, their 10th Champions League title, and also helped them snatch the Copa del Rey. And in the Champions League final against Atletico Madrid, he sealed the deal with a penalty, making him the first player ever to score in 2 separate UCL finals. And if you think that's just a lucky moment, think again. He's buried over 120 penalty kicks and counting in his career. But wait, it gets even crazier. In the 2013-2014 season, he smashed the all-time Champions League record for the most goals in a single season, 17 goals. And to put the cherry on top, he is now the all-time leading goal scorer in Champions League history. King of Europe, period. Then there was the 2014 World Cup, and even though Portugal didn't go far, Ronaldo still made sure he left his mark. When he scored against Ghana, he became the first Portuguese player ever to score in 3 different World Cups. But you know the real game changer? 2016. That's when Ronaldo led Portugal to their first ever international trophy, the UEFA Euro title. And now, he's Portugal's all-time leading goal scorer. As for Madrid, after 9 legendary seasons, Ronaldo left as the club's all-time top scorer. Then, in 2018, he made a move that had the entire football world talking. Juventus dropped 100 million euros to sign him. And get this, he was 33 years old. But you know what's even wilder? This man is still out here playing at 40 years old. Like, while most footballers his age are kicking back on a beach somewhere, sipping cocktails, Ronaldo is still out on the pitch putting in work. Oh, but here's something that'll blow your mind. After all these years, Ronaldo still has 0 tattoos. Not even a tiny one. Why? Because he's out here regularly donating blood and doesn't want to deal with the waiting period that comes with getting inked. If that doesn't make you respect the man even more, I don't know what will. And let's be real, who doesn't love this guy? I mean, it's no shocker that he's the most followed footballer on the planet. My guy owns social media at this point. But outside of football, Ronaldo's personal life is solid too. If you follow him on Instagram, you already know he's been in a long-term relationship with Georgina Rodriguez. And when it comes to family, he's got his oldest, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., plus 3 other kids, Eva, Matteo, and Alana. But of course, we can't talk about Ronaldo without mentioning his legendary celebration. Sue! That jump, that spin, that roar? Iconic. And since we're talking about Siu, we have to bring up that goal against Juventus. Y'all know the one, that bicycle kick that had the entire Juve stadium on their feet clapping. And just when you think this man can't get any more unreal, let me hit you with this. 923 career goals. 923! That's insane. Then throw in 5 Champions League titles and 5 Ballon d'Ors, and you already know this man is the OG. And finally, let me leave you with this stat that will melt your brain. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the very few players in history to have scored a goal in every single minute of a 90-minute game. Every single minute. Now, which of these Ronaldo facts surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And while you're here, go ahead and like this video. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button in the goal zone too.